You ever had that experience where someone says something, you're at the dinner table, or you're in class, or you're with some friends, or you're walking down the street, and you hear someone say something that you're just like, did you really just say that? And there's like that beep that goes off in your head. They're like, really? Did you really just say that? And you want to say something because you didn't really like it, maybe offended you a little bit, but more you just weren't feeling it, and you want to say something. Anybody in here ever had that experience? Yeah. But you don't say something because it's easier just to go on with your day. You don't want to cause no trouble. You don't want to get beat up by your mom, my mom, whoever. And so you go on with your day. So one of the great things about being a poet is even if you don't say something to that person right then and there, you can write a poem about it and then share it to a room full of strangers and put them on blast. And that's what I've done. And this is, to me, poetry is about trying to find your truth and find our truths. And sometimes those truths are uncomfortable. And sometimes they're challenging. And sometimes we're not even sure if the question is more important than the answer. So this is a poem about some of my questions and some of my answers that I heard this one time in Oakland. And the poem is called Grammatically Correct, for all the teachers. One, the word crashes into my right ear like a well-aimed brick. I can't stand him. He's so ghetto. I overhear, at 15th and Broadway, from a woman talking on her cell, louder than her designer heels clicking down the sidewalk. She's sharing her disgust for an ex-boyfriend, or maybe her neighbor, or maybe one of my students. 2, West Oakland is rugged and beautiful like Wild West. Soccer games on hard pavement, the smell of your mom's cornbread, your uncle cheating you in a game of dominoes. West Oakland is extra security at McClymon's games. Bobby Hutton's Park after dark, the bullet scar you can't hide and don't want to. West Oakland is just down the block. So I biked to work today. Hear this woman at 15th and Broadway talking about one man like he's a whole neighborhood. Maybe he's an ex-boyfriend, maybe one of my students. 3, Venice, Italy, on the other side of the globe, is a tourist trap. Water roads and Hollywood settings. Romance novels and James Bond getaways. It was home to Vivaldi and Marco Polo. It was home to Hebrews. 15th century Jews expelled from Spain the same year they gave Columbus 3 little ships to go get some quick tea from India. Venice, the city of rivers, needed no walls to wall my people in. Forced all the Jews into Il Ghetto Vecchio, the world's oldest ghetto for the world's oldest people. The first people lucky enough to have that word slurred at us to enjoy such a privilege. 4, Gaza. 5, the high-heeled woman with an iPhone at 15th and Broadway, maybe a bank manager, maybe my cousin, calls him so ghetto. I want to get off my bike, throw her phone and matching purse into a brick wall and ask her, lady, do you know what that word means? What do you have against medieval Italian Jews? Because, listen to me, Mill Valley and lady, I've got some Roman ancestors somewhere who will fuck you up. But instead, I keep biking, stay silent again. 6, I know a mother in West Oakland who prays every night for her 3 sons. One studies at Berkeley, another at San Quentin. She hasn't seen either in years. Her youngest sits in a high school classroom, waiting for me to come teach line breaks and resistance. He is never late for class. I might have been on time the first day, maybe. He writes strong and brilliant, like my brothers, he tells me. I don't want to fail him or his mother. 7, high school juniors in the Gaza Strip cannot see Ramallah, let alone Orinda. Their school, bulldozed by Jerusalem, cut off by Cairo, redlined by Washington, alone in the desert, 3 walls and a sea. No oasis, no Hebrew University scholarship for underprivileged youth. Vini, vidi, vici. If we are the world's oldest people, how can we conquer so quickly and forget where we come from? 8, I want to jump inside her iPhone and tell her, look, ghetto is not fabulous, but it's not a curse word either. It is hard fathers and harder mothers making $1 out of a peso and 15 cents. It is 37 overcrowded poems I hold in my hands every Monday spring semester, only to let them slip through my fingers too quick over summer break. Whatever it is, ghetto is not a fucking adjective. If you must, the grammatically correct term would be ghetto-ish. That doesn't sound right, does it? Sounds too much like poor-ish, black-ish, stereotypical rich yuppie woman with the fake Gucci heels and iPhone-ish. You said he talked ghetto, but who can't speak proper English? 9, I locked my bike next to the school. An extra bolt around the front tire, 'cause I know. The first floor hallway smells like a broken toilet. The bell rings when I walk in, but all my students are already ready and waiting for me in the classroom. One of them, the youngest of 3 sons, smiles from the front row and taps his watch at me. I know, I say, I'm late, but I'm here. So let's get to it, because we've got some work to do. Thank you very much.